Welcome to Jack Lin Bonsai. Today we are combining the art of bonsai pottery with the precision of bonsai care. You will see how we go from a simple ball of clay, turning it into a bonsai pot, and then selecting a bonsai tree, followed by repotting and maintaining it. So, if you're ready to learn the secrets of creating your very own bonsai pot and how to give your bonsai tree a new home, you're in the right place. Let's get started. We will begin by wedging our clay to remove any air bubbles. This technique is called ram's head wedging because it looks like a ram's head. Now he's a happy ram. This will also even out the moisture. I will get the clay into a ball with a bit of spanking, followed by making the neighbors angry, followed by even more spanking, and then some rolling. Who needs a nice clean kitchen when you have a potter's wheel? It's okay, the wife doesn't know how to cook anyway. I will throw the clay into the center of the wheel head and fail miserably. For the bonsai pot to turn out perfectly, you will need to hit the subscribe and bell notification buttons. Now comes the centering. I use a technique called coning up and down. It's difficult because the clay is very hard. Next, I will find the bottom of the pot and open it up. Here I am flattening the bottom and making it smoother. The next step is pulling up the walls of the pot and moving that wobble up to the rim. Let's clean up the wheel head and then remove that wobble. Now it's time to open it up and find a nice shape for a bonsai pot. Here I'll do a bit of trimming to make sure it's perfectly round, followed by drying and smoothing with a sponge. Three days of slow drying later, it's now time for trimming. I hope to get it to the perfect thickness and even carve out the feet of the bonsai pot. Now you can enjoy my oddly satisfying bonsai pot trimming music video. Murphy's Law says, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. That's why I just dropped it. Everything looks fine. I'm a lucky Irishman. Instead of sticking on feet, I opted for carving them out of the foot ring. This is done by dividing the circle into three. Measure out 1 centimeter from each point, then carve it out. How many times do you think I have stabbed myself using this technique? Let me know in the comments. we are left with a bonsai pot with 3 feet. This is perfect for stability. Although this brown paste looks delicious, I assure you it's not. It is called slip, and I will use it to make a bumpy texture on the outside of the bonsai pot. Perfect shape and thickness with an interesting look, just like me. It's now time for my wife Lily, the one who can't cook, to paint the pot with a green stoneware glaze. For the best results, it will need 3 layers. Notice how the color of the glaze matches her outfit. The first layer is done. 2 more to go. Here it is after the 3rd layer. Now it is fresh out of the kiln and ready for a bonsai tree. Jack has several bonsai trees that have outgrown their pot and need maintenance. He will decide which bonsai tree would best suit my handmade bonsai pot. He seems to have found a winner. This 15-year-old Premna Serratifolia Bonsai is outgrowing its pot and needs a new home. Let's begin with a cleanup and cut off those roots at the bottom. We should also remove the fertilizer baskets before pulling out the wire that holds the tree down. Notice how the rim of its bonsai pot is caving inwards. If it is left for much longer, it will be impossible to remove without damaging the roots or sacrificing the pot. The first wire will secure the mesh to the bottom of the pot. This will stop the soil from leaking out. If you want to learn this wiring technique, we have a video series all about bonsai wire. You can check it out in the description. Now it's time to prune those roots. Jack will remove 1/3 of the roots so it can fit perfectly in the pot with lots of space to grow. It is decided that a semi-cascading bonsai style will best suit this tree. So now Jack will wire the tree to the pot. I made 2 wire holes in the pot specifically for this technique. A layer of soil at the bottom can help set the height of the tree. One wire will cross over the roots and the other will loop around it. It can then be tightened by twisting the wires, making the tree more secure. Macadamia soil can then be added and a chopstick is used to push the soil under the tree. Jack is now tightening it further by twisting the wires underneath. This is why 2 wire holes are better than 1. Now that it's perfectly secure in the pot, we can begin pruning. I mentioned before that we are using a semi-cascading bonsai style, so we want the branches to grow downwards in a triangular shape. I'm sure you're wondering how we achieved this wonderful root flare. Jack raises the tree out of the soil by an inch or 2 every year. He has been training this one for 5 years. More videos about that technique in the future. Jack will now add smaller sized macadamia soil to fill in any gaps with the larger soil. All done. Imagine how it will look in 5 more years. After a long day of not knowing how to cook, Lily will now bottom water our new Premna Serratifolia Bonsai tree. 2 weeks later, it is alive and well and growing new leaves. If you are in Taiwan, this Premna Serratifolia Bonsai in a handmade bonsai pot could be yours. We will soon have an auction, so make sure to follow Jack Lin Bonsai on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates. Thanks for watching.